Hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to Vlogmas. I am so excited to be talking to all of you again. I cannot believe about a year has lapsed since I was here on YouTube last. I have very much missed all of you. And I know that last time I was on here, we were doing Vlogmas together. And I just thought, God, I can't miss it this year, being that I've just been vamoose from YouTube. And so number one, I apologize for that. But number two, I'm so excited to hang out with you over the duration of Vlogmas. And so if any of you are new to what Vlogmas is, it's like an advent to Christmas. Most YouTubers will do a video every single day leading up to Christmas. I do not have the stamina for that any longer. And so typically my Vlogmases last anywhere from 7 to 12 days in total. And so I'm very excited to be hanging out with all of you again. And the twist that I'm going to add to Vlogmas this year is that I'm going to focus on the ways we can rise in our lives to become the best version of ourselves. As you know, I talk about being a woman on the rise. It's something that we've discussed on this channel at length, both in our style, our mindset, our energy, our environment, our relationships, everything, like just showing up as the best version of ourselves, manifesting the things that we want in our life. And so I'm going to show you in my life how I embody being a woman on the rise. We're going to hit a different theme every single day on things that not only I do, and that I talk about actively inside of Rise Through Style all the time, which of course you're more than welcome to join me in that community because it is unmatched with how fabulous it is. But I'm also going to be doing things that will give you food for thought so that if you're wanting to become the best version of yourself, truly level up in your life, then you'll be able to take some of these tools and integrate them into your life as well, which I'm so excited about. Now, I'm all dressed for the day. It's the first thing in the morning because the theme for today, or that the thing that I'm going to focus on in terms of rising, becoming my best self today, is upgrading my energy. So many of us don't pay attention to little ways that we can support ourselves every single day in upgrading who we want to be, upgrading our energy, our magic, making the day feel more special so that we're supporting ourselves. We're supporting the magic that we want to create, the magic we want to experience in our life. And it's such a valuable tool that most people take for granted. How many times have you, gone through the day, you've blitzed through your to-do list, you're like, whew, by the end of the day, and it's like, well, I guess I'll get to the things that I set out for goals for myself tomorrow. Or I guess I'll look after myself better tomorrow when it's less busy, less crazy. And then before you know it, months have passed by. And so one of the things that I encourage the women inside of Rise Through Style to do all the time is to upgrade their energy, upgrade their vibe, but on a daily basis. And so for me, it is a working day. We're on Tuesday today at the moment. And so I am going to upgrade my energy today by actually going to a really beautiful coffee shop. It's a bit of a drive, but it's worth it for me. And I've also dressed myself, which I'll show an OOTD in just a moment, in a way that makes me feel good. And I'll show you, of course, other things as I move through the daily vlog as normal and how I'm personally upgrading my energy and supporting myself and being the best version of myself that I know how to be on a daily basis, because this is not about perfection. No one's perfect, but it's just about how, again, we can practice becoming the woman we desire to be, which is what it's all about. So enough of my rambling. Let's get into a little OOTD situation and show you what's going on. Okay, I thought I'd show you my outfit of the day, not in my mirror this time because the lighting will not cooperate with me. So I'm wearing something actually quite simple today. Number one, I've just put my hair slicked back because I couldn't be bothered to style it. But I have these fabulous jewels in my ears that I just love. It's from a small business called Hair Candy by Can, I believe is the name. One thing about me as a stylist, I was always find great small businesses with fabulous jewelry. And so I just thought it's festive. It's a little bit of dopamine dressing. Who doesn't love this? It's so pretty. I will link her and anything else I talk about throughout Vlogmas down below. But I love it. It's also a little bit chilly. We got our first snowfall here today. And I say that in the lightest sense of the word, we got a sprinkling. And so I've decided to wear this beautiful bright navy turtleneck on. I'm like obsessive with turtlenecks in the wintertime. I love them. And then I decided to go more monochrome today and pair it with this stunning satin skirt that's like a million years old at this point. But it's an older skirt from Club Monaco. I just love that seamless blue that runs all the way down, nice and lengthening, and the satin finish of it is just so lovely. And I love that this is more midi length too, like a longer midi, if you will, which is a trending silhouette anyway. Not that trends, you guys know how I feel about trends, but just to keep it current. And then lastly, I have these ivory boots on the bottom, just to keep it, you know, a little bit more vibrant, because you know, I don't really do a ton of dark outfits. It's just not my style. And I love these boots. They're so comfortable. The heel's not too high on them, although I know some of you will be like, my God, that's far too high. But this is about 3.5 inches, which I actually quite enjoy. Anyway, so like really, really simple. Oh, and then I forgot, I have this ring. I love cocktail rings. I'm having like a love affair with them at the moment. And so this one is from Kimono Dragon. You guys know how much I love Laura. She is a doll. She's actually been inside of Rise Through Style also to talk to us as well, which was a lot of fun. So anyway, this ring is from her. I've got a ring of my mom's that's on as well. And then just a bold lippy situation. And so I'm going to grab my bag. We're gonna head out to the coffee shop to do a little bit of work, elevate the vibe, and start our day. Gorgeous souls, I just got back in from the coffee shop slash gallery. Is it not so beautiful? So beautiful. I'm so inspired when I'm in there, and the customer service is just unmatched. They're so lovely there. And the food and coffee itself is lovely. And then team that off with artwork, deceased. I'm so happy there. Anyway, but this is why I say upgrade your energy, do things that upgrade your energy during the day, because I just feel so refreshed every time I come back from working in a beautiful environment, and I switch it up on the regular, but it makes me feel so good. And I got so much work done in that 2-hour period that I was there. I'm so happy. And now I feel extra good because I've elevated my energy in supporting the work that I need to get done and not making it a future stress for myself by not getting the work I want to done. So anyway, overall great. I just let out the little man, although you can kind of see part of his bum there. There he is. Hey, my guy.
Hello, I think everybody's missed you. You do see yourself?
Anyway, I just let him out for like a bathroom break before we go out for a walk later this afternoon. And he's so funny, just in that it's so cold here. We just had our first snowfall. He was bundled in his winter coat, let him outside, and like he just like looked at me like, what are we doing here? I don't want to be outside. So it was like the quickest bathroom break, and then he trotted back inside. So this is exactly why I'm going to walk him later, so he gets a proper bathroom break, because he just, anytime it rains, it snows, I know a lot of you have dogs that are like this also, it's just like he's in a silent protest about the whole thing. So anyway, I am now about to have a lunch break. And the way that I'm elevating my energy for lunch is, number one, I like light lunches just so that I don't fall asleep. And something that's been like newer to me that I actually really love, if any of you have tried this soup before, it's this bone broth oriented soup. This one's spicy cauliflower by Kettle and Fire. Oh my God. I picked up the soup when I was in the US and I love it. And it's become an obsession. So I just like having this with some toast, avocado, cheese alongside the soup itself. It's light enough and filling enough that it doesn't make me tired for the rest of the day, because sometimes if I have heavy at lunch, you guys have to let me know if you're like this, all I can think of is wanting to nap. And it kind of kills my energy. Anyway, and this is tasty, but in addition to that, what I'm gonna do to continue elevating my energy, that is something that I've actually gotten into the routine of doing a couple times a week, is while I'm having lunch, I like to watch trainings that I've purchased or communities that I'm a part of, and I love to watch the material to get me all fired up and re-anchored in my vision, my energy, my purpose, giving me food for thought. It makes me feel so good. I love taking notes while I do it. And while that might seem like not the most exciting lunch, I'm such a personal development junkie, and I love just taking in new information, new things to learn, and it really lights a soul in my fire, and it gives me new things that I want to talk to my communities about. It gives me things to integrate into my world. I love it. So time to make some soup and go watch a little training. Sitting down for my lunch. I got my soup here. And the thing that I kind of briefly showed, but is a little cute everyday hack that I personally love for upgrading my vibe, is to actually pour whatever you're drinking in a wine glass, or just any beautiful glass. It doesn't have to be a wine glass. But I'm having Zevia. It's like one of my guilty pleasures for like a sweet little treat. Anyway, I love it. But very often while I'm sitting at my computer, which is in front of me, I love to also put sparkling water in there with fresh lemon. Even just regular water is fine. Or if I've got a drink that's like a beautiful color, like anything to display it just feels so lovely. Sometimes even if I've just got a tall glass, I'll have a beautiful straw in there. I've got some gold, I mean, of course, metal straws that I love putting in my cups. But that with my soup, and now I'm about to watch my training and take some notes and just get in like all feel good vibes. I love this. And then from there, I'm gonna obviously lean into my other work for the day. But these little intentional twists make such a difference to me, in addition to also making sure that I'm upgrading my surroundings just from like things on my desk that make me happy. Like I've got crystals everywhere. I love my crystals. And I've got flowers, even though they're faux. I mean, I should probably do real ones. I haven't done that yet because the upkeep for me, I just haven't gotten the swing. I tend to forget, and then I just don't want wilting flowers on my desk every day. So I have these faux ones that I've actually used in the background of many of my YouTube videos for years. I just love them, but just keeping those organized and like little things that are pleasures to the eye, if you will, are just so lovely. But anyway, I'm gonna eat my lunch before it goes cold and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay, I just finished my day. Sorry, I kind of left you guys there. It's now 10 after 5. Totally forgot I'm taking my earrings and all my jewels off. I used to wear them like right up until the end of the day. Now I'm like, no. Immediately now, putting on comfy clothes. But I think part of it, in all honesty, tell me, for any of you that get cold quite often, I'm freezing is more why I don't do that in the winter months anyway. During the summer, I'll still rock what I'm wearing, even in like fall, etc. I'll wear it right till I go to bed. In the winter, I'm so cold all the time. Anyway, as I'm taking these off, I have to show you guys. So as I mentioned, these earrings, which aren't they precious, by the way? Love those. It's from that small business called Hair Candy by Can. And then look at what else I bought from her that I have never seen anywhere else. And I just think it's the freaking cutest thing on the planet. It is this hanger for your earrings. Like, look. Is that not the cutest thing? Like an actual little hanger. They come in like silver, gold. Maybe there's one that's pink, I don't remember. But like, look, it's got a hanger with 4 holes in it for your earrings. And so I don't have all of my earrings on it because it doesn't fit everything, but it has been great for even smaller sets like this. Like, look, so easy for me to pop on there at the end of the day. And I mean, how freaking aesthetic is this? So now I leave it on the top of my accessory cabinet. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I'll leave it linked down below because I think it wasn't very expensive. It was $25 or something like that. And how could you not? It's actually practical and it's adorable too. And little things like that raise your vibe. You gotta have these little things that just bring a smile to your face every day, because shopping's fun, number one, but also happiness, in my opinion, is in the little things. I feel like as a culture, sometimes we wait for the big things to make us happy all the time. But the journey is so much more enjoyable when we have little things that bring a smile to our face. See? freaking cute is that? Took 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Anyway, big gems are coming off too from my fingers. And then I'm gonna go put on a sweat set that I love. And it's funny because, you know, everyone's talking about, you know, these aesthetic sets that you can get. And, you know, women especially, ooh, it's crazy lighting. Women especially, like some retailers, not all, but some retailers really do rip women off in terms of the pricing in contrast to men's clothing, if you will. And I was thinking about this the other day and I thought, why are women not buying from some of the brands that have really snuggly stuff and were the, you know, OGs for, you know, t-shirts and sweatpants and etc. And so I looked up Hanes. Look at this color. It's a full sweatsuit in this color. This is my spring palette. It's a coral pink. I'll leave it linked down below. Scooped it up from Amazon. It was very inexpensive and I could not be happier because color makes me so freaking happy. And so don't forget that style is not just about the dressing up part, but also when you dress down. Like, look at this color for me. Oh my God. I love this for me. Also, I apologize if I keep looking off to the right. I have a different camera I'm using and I'm not used to where they put the screen on it. I promise I will get better over Vlogmas. It's a different one for me, so I'm adjusting. Anyway, but don't underestimate cute little sets you can get from Hanes. Again, I will link it down below. Fruit of the Loom had some other ones, but not everything has to come from Aritzia and cost an eye and a leg, a leg and an arm and a leg. Can't talk. Clearly it's the end of the day. But yeah, I just find that for some of the sets for women, they can get wild. And yeah, anyway, whatever, rant done. So I'm gonna go put this on and then we're gonna go downstairs, see Sean, open up the Advent. I have another tea Advent with all of you. And I'm gonna cook some dinner. Okay, gorgeous souls. Oh, here's the man. Back again.
Is that my name, the man?
Yeah.
So if I started calling you the woman.
No.
Exactly.
The man, Sean. Anyway, I wanted to open up the Advent with you guys. As always, we've stayed true to the tea theme. Although I bought an Advent calendar that has like a envelope shape, so it's not as aesthetic to kind of look at. It's actually a little challenging to look at in that there's no way to hang this thing up. Look. Whoops. See how they flop forward? It's so bizarre. So I'm gonna have to kind of open it best I can for you guys to show, at least this time, solace in the fact that this actually is in order. So you won't have to painstakingly watch me trying to find numbers each time we do this. So let's have a look. Okay, here we go. So here we are in order. Number 1, we have a First Flush black tea. Oh, I can get behind that. Darjeeling Premium. I love Darjeeling tea. Yum. Okay, this will be beautiful for later on. Feels like they're a loose leaf tea, which is lovely. I can't remember if they were like that last year because this was the same brand and I really enjoyed their tea. So if any of you are looking for an Advent, also a sparkly way to upgrade your energy during the day, this is who I ordered and I got it actually from Amazon, but it was a really nicely priced Advent. Best thing about Amazon, oops, some things came out there, is that of course, like it's basically there the next day. But this will be the tea that we snuggle up to tonight.
And then this one's had his food already. Yeah, did you have your dinner? Did you have your dinner already?
Always up here, even though I just opened the Advent.
Baby, I can't get, this is not for you. I know you think it is. It's not for you, my love. I know, thank you for the kisses. So nice. So nice, but there's nothing to give you. Would you like a cookie instead? Yeah? Always a sucker for food, huh? Okay, sit. Sit. Oh, good down. Good boy. Find a cookie. Stay up. Good boy. So sweet. Okay, you all. Sean and I finished dinner. Obviously, I've taken my makeup off at this time. I don't know what it is, but the older I get, the faster the makeup comes off now. I'd like try and avoid it at all costs. And my skin's like starting to get a little bit better. For those of you that have been with me for quite a few years, you know that my melasma was just like out of control. And so it's finally coming together where it's not as terrible as it was once upon a time. But I'm going to make some tea in just a moment and I'm gonna sit by my tree and do some journaling. I am a major Christmas freak and one of the things that brings me the most joy and energy are simple decorations like the Christmas tree. And so we wait until at least Remembrance Day has passed, and then Sean and I put up our Christmas tree, but it literally makes me so happy. So happy. And so I am going to do some new moon journaling because as the time I'm recording this, 'cause it's a few days before Vlogmas would like technically start, we had the Gemini new moon yesterday, and I love this kind of stuff, like just journaling, it was the Gemini full moon, my apologies. And I just love getting into intention setting and I don't know, like dreaming about what's possible and what energies I want to embrace, etc. And so I did a little bit of that last night. I did some card pulls, etc. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had my crystals out and I didn't really get to finish it because I was just getting so tired. I'm not a night owl, and so anytime I'm up a little later than my like normal bedtime, I'm always like, anyway, all that being said, let's go make some tea. Hello. I now have my tea, which, I mean, look at the color of it. I obviously didn't steep my tea long enough, or I put too much milk in it. But I put some honey in it for sweetness because black tea is just not something that I like to drink solo. But it is a good sign on day one. So if you've been around here, you know that tea is a hit and miss for me. And so at least this is gonna go off well. It has gone well. And I've had their Darjeeling before from this company, and I really like it, their Darjeeling black tea. And it is delicious, delicious. But as I sip my tea, the thing that I'm moving into next, that for me personally, because most of you probably know if you've been around here for a minute, I am a stationery freak. I just love it. And so last year, if you hadn't seen, I had launched my Woman on the Rise journal and consistently get so many comments about how beautiful this thing is for those that already have it in their hands. All the gold foiling all the way around. I don't know if you'll be able to see the binding on here. Nope, it's not gonna focus. Anyway, it says Rise. And then on the back, it has this beautiful inscription that I love so much. I think it's probably gonna show it backwards for you guys, but it says, enjoy creating your world of possibilities on your journey to becoming. Warmest wishes, Christie. And it's got fabulous lined paper on the inside because I'm ridiculous with that. I have to have like nice paper, but lined paper. And it lies flat organically. You don't have to press it down because that was also important to me, that it had a flat lay design. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll leave the link down below if any of you are interested in it, but one of the things that just makes my heart so happy and always makes my energy more elevated is journaling at the beginning of the day, which I know you guys didn't see my morning routine today. We'll do that later on through Vlogmas, but I always like to journal in the morning, not just for like success routines, because you know, you hear about the 5 a.m. morning routine and people talk about like, you know, have a morning routine, it's so essential. And I agree, but not for the purpose of it makes you successful. There are a lot of successful people like Alex Hermosi, for example, that does not do a morning routine. I think he said he just wakes up, has a cup of coffee, and then just has at it. But for me personally, doing a morning routine is something that helps me root my energy and something that feels really good so that the energy I pour out to my community and to my clients is positive and it keeps my head geared on straight. And I also like to finish my day that way. And then the one thing that's made it very special that you saw earlier today is I invested in something that also elevates my energy, which was a Cartier pen. And I know that's bougie as hell, but it's one of those things that I love to feel the weight of. It makes me feel good when I'm writing with it. It was a special investment for me that just makes me feel so good. I love pulling it out, and like the white and gold, I mean, come on, like obviously. So this is how I'm going to spend the rest of my evening. And as I mentioned, I'm getting into some of the new moon journaling that I had started the night before because they say the potency of, or sorry, I don't know why I keep saying new moon, full moon.
but they say the potency of it lasts for approximately 72 hours. So I'm at the 48-hour mark, and I always keep my journal on my iPad in GoodNotes, which is also my newest session. I'm not normally a digital gal in terms of writing anything down, but there's some things, like some of my digital workbooks, both for Rise and for Spirit Daughter, which is the one that I follow, in case any of you are interested. I love her astrology workbooks, her new moon, full moon workbooks. They're absolutely fantastic. And she's got really great journaling prompts in her. So I really enjoy doing it. And to me, it's one of those things where, I don't know, I feel like all of us paying attention to how we can elevate or upgrade our energy every single day is not only important for our mental health, our energy, the trajectory of our lives, but as I mentioned, what we take in is ultimately what pours out to others, our relationships, our family, your children, you know, your spouse, your partner. It's so important. And for any of us to live the best versions or become, the best versions of ourselves in our lives, it begins with us. We have to keep our side of the street clean, so to speak. And so little tweaks on how you can upgrade your energy, whether that's small surprises, your surroundings, the things that you do during the day, to me is so incredibly important. And that's part of the work that we do inside of Rise. We not only look at your style, but we look at the self, your environment, your mindset. We talk about wealth as well. Like, it's just an all-encompassing place to be. I love it. I'm obsessed. And we're celebrating our third year. Third year? Yeah, 3 years. Oh my God. 3 years this month. Like November, while I'm recording this. Oh my God. That's so crazy to me. That's so wild. Oh my gosh, 3 years of Rise. Oh, so good. So good. I was actually just working on their content for December today when I was out at the coffee shop. And anyway, the content for December is going to be fabulous. The theme for this month is the finale, really finishing off our year on a high, being able to tap into the lessons that enrich our lives, give context to who we are, who we're becoming. We have a manifestation expert that's also coming in this month. We're doing a Shop Your Closet session with one of the members as well, that all the other members will be able to watch, so you can learn more about how to shop your closet, make most of it, amongst many other things. It's fabulous. And they have a workbook and such as well. I would be so honored to have any of you at any time you feel like you want to join Rise Through Style. It's so good. But the rising in our life looks different for everybody. And so that's why I'm excited to talk to all of you about the different ways to rise as we go throughout Vlogmas. It's just going to be so much fun. So much fun. Oh, I'm so happy to talk to all of you again. I'm going to leave you here because I'm going to fully get into all the journaling things. But I am sending all of you so much love. I can't wait to hang out tomorrow, and I'll see you soon. Bye.